Obsbot recently released their new update to their tail air that will allow you to wirelessly transmit your footage simply by using your phone and computer that you already have. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set it up and how it worked out for me. You'll want to stay to the end for the full story of how it turned out. I've been using the Obsbot tail air a couple weeks for a Bible seminar for my church and just loved how portable they were and how simple they were to use. The only problem that I had with them was when I went to go wireless for a multi-cam recording. I ended up having to use a wireless transmitter that I found on Amazon. You know, since less wires the better. However, not only was this wireless solution bulky, but it was a failure for us many times because one of them just wasn't working the way that we wanted to. It actually wasn't working at all. Fortunately, with the update that Obsbot just released, it should help with that. Actually, just get rid of the wireless transmitter altogether. You see, with this update in Obsbot, it allows to what they call implement this SRT protocol, which pretty much allows some signal from the Obsbot to transmit to your computer. In this scenario, we'll be using the Obsbot tail air and OBS on our computer for this wireless transmission. Alright, let's begin. Assuming that your Obsbot app or studio app is updated as well as your Obsbot tail air, let's go ahead and begin by turning on our camera. Then we'll proceed to connecting our phone to the Obsbot. Update if you have to or if you haven't already. Then on our computer, which in this case is my MacBook Pro, I'll be opening up OBS. And if you don't have it, you can go ahead and pause this video right now and install it with the links that I have in the description. Next thing we want to do is go ahead and create a new scene, which we can find the button for in the bottom left hand corner. You can call it whatever you want and hit OK. Now that we have a scene, we got to add elements to our scene, like the camera, audio, and all that good stuff. Our first source will be for the camera. So let's go ahead and add the media source. Alright, now going back to our phone, let's go ahead and open the Obsbot app, or at least navigate to it, and then go ahead into our settings and go all the way down to where it says SRT. We're going to copy this information and paste it into OBS, but before we do that, going back to the computer, let's go ahead and make sure that we uncheck the local file checkbox. Then in the input box, we're going to type in the following text on the screen. Then referring back to our phone, we're going to copy that IP address at the top and put it into our OBS, hit colon, then type whatever local port number is found in your Obsbot app, which in my case is 5000, and then put a question mark right after. Now with that put in, we can just hit OK on our OBS, and going back to our phone, we can go back and activate the SRT protocol with the single switch there. Give it a few seconds and then you should eventually have a video feed from your Obsbot tail air. But of course, video is only half of the experience. Let's add some audio, shall we? I had connected my Rode Wireless Pro transmitter to the soundboard of my church and plugged in the receiver into my laptop. Your audio solution may be a little bit different, but we want to go ahead and add another source to our scene. So again, down in the bottom hand corner, at least towards the middle, we're going to go ahead and add an input audio source. In this case for me, it's going to be the wireless Rode. I'm going to call it Rode. And there we go. We should have the audio right there. Now if you can see the sound go up and down, that's great. But if you can't hear the audio, we can fix that. We're going to go ahead right underneath where it has the gears. And this is going to be the advanced audio settings. And we're going to hit the drop down menu so that it says both monitoring and output. Monitoring is what we should be able to hear, and output is what's going to be in the recording or in the stream. In this case, I'm just doing recording. So you should be able to hear now. But as you listen to your stream to the audio and watch with your eyes, you'll notice that the video is delayed while the audio is actually faster. How do we fix that though? Fortunately, we can fix that as well. We're going to end up going back to the audio settings, down with those gears down below, and we're going to start with setting the delay to 1000 milliseconds, or 1 second. This is what worked for me, but perhaps it'll be a different situation for you as far as how much of the delay is. So it will take some going back and forth. The thing is, when you do this process, you can't rely on just the monitoring. So when this happens, we're gonna go back to the advanced audio settings, right where the gears were down below. And we're gonna go next to our input audio device, and we're gonna change that to monitor off. In order for us to be able to check and see whether our audio is synced up with our video, we have to go ahead and hit record. I record at like 10 seconds at a time and then watch the final output video wherever that may be. For me, I have it set to my downloads folder. Now, if you have another Obsbot tail air like I do, you can just repeat this process and you can go back and forth the different cameras, or at least the different scenes, if that's how you want to set it up for. Now, full disclosure, I've only used this setup twice since I haven't been able to go to church to test this scenario out because I've just been so busy with work. Another thing that I want to leave you with is that while I was recording in 4K, I noticed that I had like these artifacts going on. The image was breaking in the video versus when I was only recording in 1080. That's when things were most stable when using the SRT. But try it for yourself, see how you find it. Let me know what you think. Let me know how it goes. All I know is, thanks to this update, I'll no longer be needing those wireless HDMI transmitters. Hopefully you found that all helpful. So until next time, go out there and keep shooting for the life that matters. See ya.